Okay. So today we are going to study uh, first about constant keyword, CONST, constant keyword. And after that, we are going to discuss about enum, that is called enumerated data type. And after that, we are going to see different ways of providing input to C#.NET application. And after that, we have last topic that is called arrays. With that, we are done with all basics. We are ready to start off with actual subject, where from OOPS introduction will start with. Okay. So now, first point, what we learn is about constant keyword. So remember, constant keyword is used to declare constant variables. Constant variable. CONST, integer I. Rule is whenever you declare constant variable, it should be even initialized. Declaration, initialization should be at a time. Declaration and initialization both should be at a time. Int I equals to 50. Console dot write line I. Save. Control F5. Value of I it displays as 50. Now, second specialty is constant variables cannot be modified. It means I cannot change the value of I. I equal to I plus 10 is error. Error. I is error. You cannot change. It's meant only for declaring and using that variable. But you cannot modify constant variables. That is one part. Second part. Now, what we are going to study is second part. Now, we have one more topic to discuss now, that is called enum, that is called enumerated data type or enumerated type. And first and basic thing to remember about enum is called element. Enum is called element. Hence, you cannot use enum inside a method. So it cannot be local to method. Enum. Enum cannot be local to method. Not possible. You cannot. So what to do then? You have to create enum here. Enum. And what is the purpose of creating enum? Enum is used to create constants. Constants. I'll show you. For example, enum weekdays. This is my enum. Enum, what did I say? Weekdays. Whenever I say enum followed by enum name, now whatever we write inside this, whatever we write inside this will be considered as constant. Will be considered as what? Constant. Okay. What are they? I'll write now. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. These are our enum constants. And now, whenever you create enum constants, remember one thing. By default, all constants are assigned by one integer value. By default, all enum constants. But first question is how to know that. So do one thing. This is one way. Console.writeLine. Weekdays, name of the enum it is. Dot Sunday. Yes. If I run my code, output is Sunday only. Sunday. But we don't want Sunday. I said no, like every enum constant has been assigned by some number. Sunday is assigned by 0. How do you check that? Before weekdays, you go with explicit typecasting. Now run, you'll get 0. Yes, 0. If I say console.writeLine, weekdays dot Friday. Weekdays dot Friday. Before it, int. So first output is Friday. Next output is 5. 5. Another approach. You can even access those constants by variable that is called enum variable. How? Weekdays WD. WD is enum variable. Again weekdays dot Sunday. Console.writeLine WD. Console.writeLine WD. So WD will display Sunday. Typecasting will display 0. What is this called? WD is called enum variable. So please remember, this is name of the enum. These are constants of the enum, and this is enum variable. Enum variable, and that variable what I gave is WD. And what it has returned, if I say WD, it has returned Sunday. If I typecast and write WD, has returned 0. And make this point very clear, I haven't explained you why we use enum. I'm just showing you all the technical things of enum first. You first understand how enum works. Later on, I'll show you its actual application in real time, how it is actually used. As of now, not required. Next part, I'll cover that. But that is the reason. First, you understand all the technical things of enum. So what do you call? First point, if they ask what is enum, you conclude your answer saying enum is an element. So what is its speciality? You cannot create enum inside a method. Where you can create enum, it should be in another element or it should be in namespace, but it cannot be inside a method. This is one part over. So enum constants by default starts from where you set 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, so on to 5, 0 to 5. Sorry, 0 to 6. 7 days, no? 0 to 6. Okay. And another important thing about enum now is not always you work enum with default values. Rather, there is a facility where you can provide your required value for constant. That is something like enum constants can be customized. How? Try. I'll say Tuesday 12,355. You can assign, no problem. If Tuesday is 12,355, this is 5,6, this is 5,7, so Friday is 5,8 then. Sunday is 0 only, 5,8. Friday will be 12,5,8. Yes, 358. You change it. If you don't change it, start from 0. There is another facility. Another facility. When you're assigning a number here, I can put any number. But that number also you want to restrict. And that restriction is that number should not exceed, it should not exceed the capacity of or the possible values of byte data type. Should not exceed. Simple. How you restrict? Here you should say colon byte. Bus over. It's error now. Error. Cannot constant value cannot be converted to a byte. Number is it's very much exceeding. Asha, do one thing. For this you give 2, 5, 3. Friday is error. Why? Because if this is 253, this is 254, this is 255, this is exceeding. Value is too large. Value is too large because 256 cannot be a part of byte data type. That will end up with error now. If I make this as 250, makes sense. Yes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 254. Valid. 251, 252, 253, 254, 255. Yes, now it is valid. But how did you restrict this? By extending enum with byte data type. In between, please use your chat panel and confirm me that you people are following my points, whatever are being covered with this topic. Please use chat panel. At the end of the session, if you have any queries, you can clarify. But in between, if you're comfortable, please use chat panel and confirm me. Okay? Use chat panel, please. Now, coming to the second scenario, what we study now is I said enum extending to byte, then I said that number is restricted. Now you cannot put any number there. The number should be within a limit of what? Byte data type, and I already have shown you what is the story and how is it working. So if this is 251, this is 252, 253, 254. Exactly same thing will happen. Yes. Now technical thing. Now what we study is remove this one. Now Tuesday, I'll give 0. Now use your chat panel and return your answers, send your answers, and what I want is how many times 0 is now available in this enum constant. How many times 0 is available? Zero. How many times 0 is assigned? How many times 0 is available for among these constants? Obviously, two times. Two times. Sunday is also 0. Tuesday is also 0. Okay, Srinivas. Sunday is also 0. Tuesday is also 0. The difference is Sunday is 0. That's what we are trying to learn now. That's what we are trying to learn. But for sure, it doesn't create any conflict, but it will work in a typical way. It works in a different way now. That's what I want to highlight now. See, Sunday is 0, which is by default. Automatically, it is 0. Tuesday is also set to 0. So it means Sunday is 0 and what Tuesday is also 0. So you can use these terms now. This is implicit. This is explicit. Explicit. Now see the difference. Console.writeLine. Weekdays dot Tuesday. Yes. Run the code. Output is Tuesday. Tuesday. Okay. Now same concept. I'll write console.writeLine. Weekdays dot Sunday. So if I say Sunday, output should be Sunday only. But now weekdays dot Sunday, instead of returning Sunday, it will return Tuesday. Yes. It doesn't return Sunday, it will return Tuesday. Why? That is what we learn. Sunday is 0, which is automatic. Here Tuesday is 0, which I have set. When one is automatic 0, one is manually set to 0, priority is always to explicit value. Means whatever you have set to 0, that particular value will be available for accessing. So weekdays.Tuesday will return Tuesday only, but weekdays.Sunday will not return Sunday, it will return Tuesday. Now, another logic. Monday is what now? What is the value of Monday? Monday value is what? Obviously, it is 1. What is the value of Wednesday? That is also 1. Monday is also 1. Wednesday is also 1. Both are 1. Both are 1. Monday is also 1. Wednesday is also 1. If both are 1, now remember, you didn't set Monday value as 1. Even you didn't set Wednesday value as 1. Both values you didn't set. Both are set automatically. Both are set. Both are set automatically as what? 1. So now remember, but which is first one? Automatically. This is first one. This is our value. Our value 0. Continuation में this is 1. It means this is automatically 1. This is also automatically 1. But it is continuation to my 0. So when both are 1, implicitly priority is to implicit. See now, console.writeLine. Weekdays dot Monday. Output is Monday only. Monday. If I say console.writeLine, weekdays dot Wednesday. Output is Monday now, not Wednesday. Yes. One implicit, one explicit, priority is to explicit. If both are implicit, priority is to implicit. Hope you're all clear of both the points. And another approach. Can we have more than one enum in a single program? Yes, possible. And then question is asked, can we have like one enum constant with another enum constant? Can we assign? Possible. That is also possible. Like I can say enum month Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Now I say, why to say 0? I better say equal to month dot August, months dot August. I can say. So what did you do here? We have assigned one enum constant with another enum constant. Possible, no doubt. But don't assume that Tuesday will become August. No, Tuesday remains Tuesday only. But August value is how much? 6, 7, 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now Tuesday will return value as what? 7. Tuesday will return the value as what? 7. How do you justify that? You can say now. Console.writeLine weekdays dot Tuesday. Output is Tuesday only. Tuesday. And what is the value? If you typecast 7. Yes, 7. Okay, that is how your enum is going to work. And another thing, instead of we creating enum and doing this, remember C sharp software provides C sharp provides enum, which is built-in, built-in, same process but built-in. What is it called? C sharp calls day of week dot same Sunday, same copy, come back, typecast, same output. I didn't create enum now. Enum is this is built-in. Execute. Sunday 0. Yes. You don't find any enum which is available. I didn't create any enum. It's already there, built in. You just have used it now. Now I'll show you how do you use this enum in real time. Projects में how do you use? First comes integer, product code, quantity, price, amount. But all you set to 0 equal to quantity equal to 1, quantity equal to 0, price equal to 0, amount equal to 0. All wantedly I set all of them with to what? 0. Now what I do is I'll write product code is equal to 1 and I write if condition. If product code equals to 1, quantity is equal to 29, price equal to 34. What is the meaning of this now? For me, whenever I say product code 1, it is going to work for books. Product code 1 will work for what? Books. Okay. And when it works for books, it means you have purchased 29 books, each costing 34 rupees. valid. Then I say again, else if product code equals to 2. What is product code equals to 2 for you? What does it mean? Product code equal to 2 means what for you? Product code equal to 2 means 2 means for me it is pens. 1 means books and 2 means pens. Quantity, I am purchasing 115 pens. Price costing, say for example, 14 rupees. Then again I write else if product code equal to 3, quantity equal to 5 boxes, price equal to. Last में what you do? What was 1 I said? Books. What was 2 I said? Pens. What is 3 you said? Markers. 1 for was books, 2 is for pens, 3 is for markers. Now interesting thing, at last I'll write amount is equal to quantity into price. Console dot write line. Product code plus P code. Quantity. Price. Amount. What is current value of the product you gave? Code. What is the current product code you gave? 1. Product code equal to 1. If you say product code equal to 1, I said no, that is going to work for what? Books, 2 pens, 3 markers. Execute now. Obviously, 29 into 34 will work. Yes, 986. Change your product here. Instead of 1, I make 2. 115, 14, 16, 10. 3. 5, 75, 375. If I put 4, all zeros because I don't have any product. Yes. Quantity 0, price 0, amount 0. Now point is, for example, today I have written the code. Fine, I remember what for what is the query? Where did we define books, pen? Nothing. We didn't define. That is what my next point is. That's what I'm going to explain now. Now, that is I said now. I assumed now saying that when I say product code equal to 1, 1 means for me it is books. Product code equal to 2, for me 2 means pen. Product code equal to 3, for me 3 means marker. Question now is, today fine, I remember 1 2 3 means what. I even have demonstrated, we learned, and everything is fine. Just imagine a situation, same program, if I open after few days, and after some days if I open this program, definitely it would not be possible for me to recollect that what 1 was for assumed and what 2 was for assumed and what 3 was assumed. Obviously we cannot remember. Assumption is different. As today you assume something, next day not necessary that I may remember what was my assumption. Okay. So now the problem has been created now. The problem will be created since we don't remember what is what that 1, 2, 3 are representing for. So we introduce now enum in this example. Enum. How do you use enum now? So what you do is go on top, put enum now. Enum product, or I can say instead of product, stationery, stationery, and I say books, pen, markers. Books means 0, pens means 1, markers means 2. Confirmed it is because they are enum constant. Enum constant always starts from 0. Then do one thing. Same assumption you go with 0, 0. For what? Books, typecast and write stationery dot books. Here, code instead of writing number, typecast stationery dot pen. Then typecast stationery dot mark. So that's it. That is, there is no 1, 2, 3. Straight away I gave my values now. 0 means books, 1 means pens, 2 means markers. Forget about 0, 1, 2. Straight away values are visible. 29, 34 are quantity and price of books. 115, 14 are quantity, price of pens. Markers, quantity and price of so and so markers. Over. Execute the code. Same assumption. 0. It works for books now. Yes. Change your value to 1. Yes. Pen. But it would be best even if it displays the product name also. So go for it then. Here I write stationery. Stationery dot books. Display everywhere. Console dot write. Last mile display. STE already books is default now, so I don't write again. But for pens markers, I have to write ST equal to stationery dot pens. ST equal to stationery. Stationery dot markers. Yes. Now last may display after product code, give some gap and display console. Same line may try to display console dot write line slash t slash t slash t 3 times. So 8 spaces it will create, and then I say product name plus st over. That's it. Control F5 then. Right side you see product name pens. Change your value now. Change your value 2. Markers 0. Obviously books. This is how we use enum in real time. Now, no confusion. Whenever I open a program, whether it is now or it is after 1 month or it is after 1 year, I don't need to have confusion. Now I can easily make out. Okay, both of you, you're clear with what we have studied now. Then we'll go with next topic. Now, next topic that what we are going to learn, it is about providing input to C sharp application. Providing input to C sharp.NET application. And we are going to learn three ways of providing input to. Now, before we learn how to provide input, first remember what are the ways of providing input to C sharp.NET application. First technique, it's called command line arguments. One technique of providing input to C sharp.NET application. Second technique, console.readline. First technique I said command line arguments. Second technique I said console.readline. And third technique is Windows Forms application. Windows Forms application. Providing input through Windows Forms application. Three ways. So first way that we demonstrate now, it is command line arguments. First technique. Command line arguments. Okay. You're clear now? Three ways. First technique we'll see today. That is how to input data through command line argument. And remember, command line arguments is one way of providing input, but not the best way of providing input. Even do remember that, please. Fine. I'll delete this content. Go back. Even remove this enum, not needed in this program. Delete this. Chalo, right. Now listen to me carefully. First fundamental rule for command line argument is compulsory. In main, you should have string args. String args. Compulsory you should have. Only when command line argument is there, use this. Not there, don't write this. Ignore. It's better you avoid. When it is there, go for it. Compulsory. You have to write it. When it is not there, ignore it. Okay. And one more important thing. Now, what we learn is in another important scenario. What we learn is how do you send command and argument? Whenever I write string args, I said that it is used only when you want to send input to C sharp.NET application. But now I'm asking you, how do you send that? Fine. To send command and argument, you can use Solution Explorer. Right click on the project, go to Properties, then debug command line argument. Now I'll give inputs as 183, 375. 183, 376. So how many inputs now? How many inputs you gave now? Obviously, two inputs. How those two inputs are segregated? How those two inputs are segregated? How they are segregated? What did you use to differentiate them? What did you do to separate them?
Space.
Space. Space is what now? Delimiter. Space is delimiter. Delimiter. That will differentiate between two values. Differentiate between two values. So now 183 is one value, 376 is another value. Who will receive these numbers from command and arguments? Answer. Main method. Receiver is main. After receiving, when main receives those values, where does it store? Args. Where in args, because it is array, args of 0 will contain one value, args of 1 will contain another value. Go for it then. Integer a equal to args of 0, one value we have. Integer b equal to args of 1, another value we have. Integer c equal to a plus b, console dot write line, sum is plus c. First point. Did you give values in program? Did you provide values in program? Simple is the answer. No, I didn't provide any values in the program. Earlier we used to give. I used to give direct like this. Int a equal to 18. If you give value directly in a program, it means your value is hard coded. Your value is hard coded. We don't want hard coding. We want to decide the value at runtime. That is the reason I write args of 0. So command line arguments is what? No. What is command line argument? Answer. It is one way of providing input to C#.NET application. So when you send values from command line arguments, who will receive? Main. Where does it store? Args. Where in args? At different index positions. 0 will contain one element, 1 will contain one element, 2 will contain one element, 3 will contain one element. Command line arguments are by default separated by space. But still the issue is the two values which I gave in command line arguments are stored in args at different index positions. And interesting thing is those values by default are treated as string. So 183 is assumed as string. Second value is also assumed as string. You're trying to assign both of them into integer variables. So it looks like you're assigning what now? String to an integer variable. That is the reason we are getting error now. Now, question. How do you convert string to integer? How do you convert? What logic? What is the statement I should write? Two approaches you have. Two approaches. One, either use convert class, or you use parsing. Parsing how? Int dot parse args of 0. Same thing. Int dot parse args of 1 over parse. Execute the code. You'll get 183, whatever numbers I gave. Those numbers will be added. Answer is produced 515. You want to give different numbers, no? Don't come to program now. Don't come. Here only you keep on changing. 10, 20, control F5, 30. Change your numbers. 111, 222. Yes. So every time when I run my program, I can change my numbers here and I can run my code. So that in every execution, different inputs are provided, followed by different outputs. That is what the concept we have for command line arguments. That is what the aim of command line arguments. Every time you run, you can input different numbers. Those inputs will take as those numbers will be taken as input and then evaluates and produces different results. Every time different result is produced. That is what the concept is about command line arguments. Now technical queries. Technical. Now they ask in interviews they'll ask how many index positions you used? 0, 1. 2 you used. Okay. They ask in interview, what if we give 5 values? 19, 77, 23, 42, 10. Remember, first point, you gave 5 now. You gave 5, 5. Definitely main will receive. Main will receive all 5. Stores all 5 in args. From that, I use only 0 and 1. The other 3 are ignored. The other 3 are ignored. Up they'll ask in interview, they'll ask you, how do you justify that args is containing all 5 values? How do you justify that args is containing all 5 values? So one way is receive int. You'd say int x equal to args of 2, int d equal to int dot parse of args of 3. You try like that. Assign every value. Instead, simplest answer. Simplest. You can try like this. Length equals to args dot length over. This will return me 5. Yes, 5 we received. Received 5, working on 2. Okay, received 5, working on 2. Possible. Yes, no doubt. Execute. First 2 are considered. Answer is written 96. Only first 2 are considered. What if you give less values? This should not happen. This is wrong now. Because you are giving 19 to 0, arcs of 0, and you used arcs of 1, but there is no data supplied for it. There is no data supplied for it. Definitely this will end up with error. Index out of range exception. Index out of range exception. Excess is never a problem. One scenario. Now, another scenario I'll cover in it for that same command line. So we are done with this. Next topic will go because this is not correct way of providing input. It's only one way I said. Now I write integer employee ID equal to int dot parse arcs of 0. Okay. String emp name equal to arcs of 1. Double emp salary equal to double dot parse arcs of 2. Console dot write line employee ID plus emp ID. Emp name plus emp name. Emp salary plus EMP sal. Bas, over. Now, how many inputs I should give? 3 index 0, 1, 2. Then pass 3 values here. 3, 1, 0, 0, 1. Srinivas, 17,890. Bas, execute. 3 values. Perfect. All 3 are produced for us. 1001, Srinivas, 178. Now, I felt like, why only Srinivas? I want to give full name of the Srinivas. I want to give full name of the Srinivas. So obviously, I prefer to give like Srinivas Reddy 1001, Srinivas Reddy 17890. Now, what will happen in this scenario as we studied that hmm, so what will happen now? What will happen? 1001 becomes employee ID. Srinivas becomes employee name. Only Srinivas. Reddy will not be a part of employee name. Only Srinivas becomes employee name because there is a space, and Reddy becomes salary. Reddy becomes salary, and 17890 is extra. It will ignore. But question now is 1001 will be stored in employee ID, no problem. Srinivas will be stored in employee name, no problem. But Reddy, which is a string, you're asking to store into double variable, which is not possible. If you run a code, this will provide you runtime error with a message, format exception. Yes, format exception. And my intention was not to make Reddy as a salary. My intention was to provide full name of the employee, Srinivas Reddy, to be considered as one name, but accidentally it is not happening so. So for that reason, since by default command and arguments are being separated by space, that is creating a problem actually. So for that reason, in order to consider space as a character, not as a separator, so Srinivas and Reddy, it is better to put in inverted commas, double quotes, execute. Problem is solved. Yes, now 3 arguments you're sending. Yes, full name. Hope you're all comfortable with this, okay?